YouTube. I'm Thomas of Tomology. Apparently, some people just want to run their mouth out here. Okay, so one of the 2 terabytes, it does work, but it is a pain in the butt. It's telling me there's a problem with the drive. If I hit scan, it won't scan it. It won't repair. It says error checking the USB. Okay, so one of the 2 terabytes, it does work, but it is a pain in the butt. It's telling me there's a problem with the drive. If I hit scan, it won't scan it. It won't repair. It says error checking the USB. It can't cancel, can't nothing. I have to come into Task Manager and I have to actually delete the task to take it off. So then if I plug it back up, do the same thing and hit continue without scanning, everything's still here. So yes, being cheap, but there again, I mean, this is only $3 for this 2 terabyte. And, I've had a lot of comments down there saying that, these are trash. Well, I'm fixing to go through some of them. And then I'm even the 16 terabyte, I'm going to actually do a tear down of this. So, the 16 terabyte was working. I did put about 8 terabytes on it. Uh, but now it won't even boot up at all. But anyway, so I'm just going to briefly go through this so I don't get copyright at all. Just so you see, boom, it plays. It was there. I can open all these up. They do just fine. They play. I can plug it into my TV, my other laptop. They play just fine. No problem with them whatsoever. Apparently, some people just want to run their mouth out here. Not putting out their money, not putting out their time and effort to do anything like this. So we're gonna go through a little bit right now. I'm kind of floored. So, but anyways, oh man, some of y'all are funny. So, of course, we got this person right here. They left a comment, you know, 22 terabytes for 20 bucks. Yeah, I got 22 terabytes. Now, whether it's good or bad, you know what I did in this video, I plugged them up right here, right in front of you. There's no clickbait here, not at all. This is exactly coming in, unpackaged it right in front of the camera, right for y'all. So, anyways, so 22 gigs or terabytes for 20 bucks. Be cautious with these. I do know that a lot of them are scams. I do. I get that. You really should check those large files again. We're going to get to that here in this video because there is some problems with some of them. I'm not going to lie. There is some, but we'll get to that. Oh, like this guy right here, he just posted just a little bit ago, and I already replied back down here to it. So I get the impression this man is only doing this to get us suckers to comment on his page. And no one can believe that through thumb drives are for real. I don't have a hard time just because I only have just a little over 100 subscribers on here. You know, my time is my time, and my reviews are going to be my reviews, and they're going to be honest reviews of a product. So if I get a product in and I do an unboxing of it, and that is my impression of it right then and there, what I do, then that is it. Now, just as well as anyone out there, including like J2 Cents, Gamers Nexus, they'll come back and then they'll say, "Hey, look, this was good at first, but now this is what we found the problems, or this came about it." Look at MSI's motherboards. they didn't have a problem with that Z790, and then all of a sudden now a few of them were overheating. Okay, go to my tech news uh, in my other videos, and you'll see that. Or what about right now with Intel? Intel has not had a problem with their 1314 series. Now all of a sudden they're having a problem with some overheating issues with them. With they're trying to make motherboard manufacturers change the BIOS and how the power performance is. So again, what are you on theirs? Are you dogging them with not knowing how to type or say something? Come on, separate it a little bit, man. So this, I can accept the criticism. I just hope you can accept the criticism as well. But I'm only here for honest reviews. I'm not going to curse at you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to give you honest review. That is what I'm here for. That's what I am. That is what this channel is designed for. And what I got tired of sitting here watching reviews at the reviews at the reviews and getting them clickbait thumbnails or titles, and then it being not right. Now, if it's not right, then make it right. So again, this video here, I'm going to do a teardown of the 16 terabyte, and I'm going to go through the other three, all these 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte. We're going to go through them. But no, so these comments, they're funny. Come on. Don't you think the thumb drives are a little sus? They can be. They can be a little sus. I agree. A lot of them are 32 gigs, and actually, a lot of them are actually really and truly they're 16 gigs. So on a lot of these that you get, but my goal right now is to try to find a good external drive. Samsung, Western Digital, all that is made in China. Then they're imported to us. So you got to remember, it all comes in from import, no matter what it is. I mean, my Galaxy phone, this is a China made phone. Is there some knockoffs of this? Yes. Did they come out of the same factory? Most likely. And that's what people just really don't understand. The knockoffs are coming out of the same factory. But, anyways, all right. So, out of all these, this one right here is the 2 terabyte that did work, but that I had to, it kept on saying scan. So, again, that's this one right here. And that camera there. So this one here, I don't want to take this one apart. It's actually it works. I won't put nothing too important. I'll just use it as a couple little backups. That's fine there. These two here, I couldn't get no more than the 32 gigs on these, so I do want to pull one of these apart. I'm not going to do both of them. I'll at least know that they're 32 gigs and at least use one. The 16 terabyte now, it worked. I was able to actually get memory on it, and I copied a lot on it, whether it was lying to me or what, but I did copy over 8 terabytes. It took me about 11 hours, but it did copy over. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to tear it apart. See what I got here. Oh, there's a clip. There, this comes apart. So there's what we got. Oh, a micro SD card. Wow. Okay, and just so you know, I did get it for free. I already started a return on this. So, a little bent there. If it can just read any card, then I mean, at least I have a card reader, right? But I got my money back on it, so I'm not worried about it. I got my money back on everything besides this 2 terabyte right here, because like I said, it did work. So, all right. Other than that, there's no other markings on here, but I do want to. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. I'm going to get my card reader. And let's see here. Get my card reader here, just so y'all know what I'm. All right, so this is my card reader. So USB-C on one end, USB-A on the other side, 3.1. This thing is super, super fast. If anyone has a drone, I suggest you get one of these. They're really nice. I want to see what this actually does instead of being in that one. Just tell me to format the disk. All right, I need to let me go ahead and unplug this. I want to get the screen on so y'all can see what's going on here. All right, because I had problems with the other one, the little bitty ones not being able to do like NTFS. So this one here, come on. All right, I want all this over here. All right, so it's giving me the option to do NTFS, the FAT 32, or um, EX-FAT. So let's go ahead and do FAT 32. And it is only 29 gigs. But now, just for shits and giggles, I am going to uh, use the housing. I'm going to use this housing right here, and I'm going to find another memory chip and see if it works with it. See what I have here. So here's a 512, 512 upside down. Yeah, 512. So I'm going to use it and I'm going to put it in here and see if it actually reads it. Let's see if this will read it. And it read it straight off the bat. So, and it is reading all of it. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and try to tear apart one of these. I'm going to do the Lenovo one. I kind of want to break through it and see what's actually in this one now. All right, I had to go get me another little tool. So now that I got it coming apart, it's not like I've never taken a USB apart before. I also don't want to break the circuit board underneath. I mean, either or, these are 32 gigs. So at the same time, you know how good their longevity. I mean, no one's gonna know that unless you get one and you keep it for that long. So even if you know this is only 32 gigs, where are you gonna get a 32 gig thumb drive for $2? I mean, that's gonna be hard to find. So even if you know that these are 32 gigs, then so be it. So all right, so I pulled this little bad boy out. It gave me the error saying that there was only 31. There was no more space, and it was at 31 gigs. So obviously, they write something on here to make your computer believe that it's 2 terabytes, which is pretty crappy for the company because they still sell them. They sold them for 32. Sold them at 32 gigs. So that's pretty crappy. Now, I have that 4 terabyte M.2 that'll be here next week. And hopefully it's not going to be the same way. I'm really hoping that it's not, because that's going to be really, really crappy. But again, though, I only use PayPal because PayPal will, you can dispute things really easy, and PayPal does a really, really good job at the disputes. So saying all this, let me go ahead and bring up the screen again with all the comments. So yes, some of y'all were right. Okay. Again, I never ordered these. The only thing that I really go by is this thing right here, man. This right here, you can take your micro card in here, and it transfers really, really quick. I was hoping for, I do a lot of, or my family has a landscaping company, and we do a lot of drone footage and photos, and to go from phone to phone. So right now, what we do is we put it onto here, and I get to transfer everything. So you automatically connected on my phone, and then I put my little micro card, something like what came in that one right here. I'll put it in and I'll transfer it over, back and forth between phones. I was just hoping to have something, just put it on the thumb drive, put more images on it, so on and so on. So, but let me get back over here. So some of these, look, I gave an honest review, and when I pull these out of the bag on whenever I unbox these, when I pulled them out of the bag, because I unbagged it right here and in front of everybody, you know, when I did the video, I unbagged it, unboxed it, and then, you know, tried them out. Things were working. I've never bought these cheap stuff like this because a lot of times, you know, I know and I've heard about all the scams out there. So, but for people just, you know, some of y'all comment, don't get me wrong, I can take your criticism. I don't care about your criticism. You know, uh, you're letting me know where I can and or need to succeed at on my channel. And my channel is only for honest reviews. So if there's something that I need to go through and I need, you know, even if I would have wasted $10, I was going to tear it down no matter what. So, and like I said, what I'm going to do, just what I have that 512 in there. I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I might even look at getting, you know, a gig micro. I mean, these things are getting cheaper and cheaper. Uh, go ahead and grab one and put it in here. But since it's so easy to take apart, drop it in there and keep on going. And then this can still be a thumb drive. No matter what, it's a thumb drive. I'm not the only one in this world that wants a good, cheap thumb drive. And if you see something that says 2 terabyte and you're seeing, you know, crap ton reviews on it, even though it is off of AliExpress, me knowing that 90%, at least 90% of all this is coming out of China, but it's still coming out of the same companies that Samsung and everybody else is coming out. Of course, you're going to say, hey, you know, there might be a slim chance that that actually might be good. So I'm Thomas Tomology. Catch y'all on the next one.